Yo, guys, Justin James here with the 10-7. If you're scrolling through social media, especially on some MMA shows, you may have heard about this back and forth banter between Ilia Topuria and Jake Paul. And guys, I think you guys are going to be surprised with my take when I get into how I feel about this. But, you have Ilia Topuria right now, one of the best MMA fighters in all of UFC, 17-0. 9-0 in the UFC, 7 wins by knockout, 8 wins by submission, only 2 wins by decision. Guys, I've been calling this guy the legend killer. His last 3 fights, he knocked out Alexander Volkanovski, he knocked out Max Holloway, and he knocked out Charles Oliveira. This guy has become one of the fastest rising stars, winning the featherweight belt and then going up to lightweight, winning the lightweight belt. He's setting himself up for a super fight here with Islam Makhachev, possibly at 170. Who knows how this goes? And we look in the opposition. We have Jake Paul. Jake Paul is 12-2 coming in boxing right now. 7 wins by knockout. Got knocked out in his last fight against Anthony Joshua. But, Jake Paul has had a pretty successful career. I mean, it's tough to say. Ali Ensign sucks. Nate Robinson's a basketball player. Ben Askren is a wrestler. Then you got Tyron Woodley, former MMA champion. I thought that was a credible win. Didn't beat him once, but beat him twice. Then you take Anderson Silva, although he's a little smaller than Jake Paul, still incredible striker. Tommy Fury claimed himself to be a legit boxer, and Jake lost by decision. Then Nate Diaz, who's known for his MMA boxing. Andre Auguste, I don't know. Ryan Borland, I don't know. Mike Perry, obviously a very dangerous bare knuckle fighter. And then Mike Tyson, Julio Cesar Chavez. Like, the guy has fought some better than okay competition. I mean, a lot washed up or like crossbreeds, like Tyron, who's although knocked people out in the UFC, is known for his wrestling and his strength, not so much known for his crisp boxing. But anyways, getting back to the point here, Ilia Topuria decided to take shots at Jake Paul, and this is what he had said. As a boxer, I think he sucks. He's a very bad boxer. He's a very bad boxer. I'm having a hard time agreeing with Ilia here, and as much as I want to, I'm just having a hard time, guys. Now, I want to show you guys some of the video. It's a 2-minute video. We'll watch some of it, skip around a little bit, but here, check it out.
Then we should spar.
Yeah, whenever you want, bro. As a boxer, you suck.
Let's spar. When I beat your ass in sparring,
the thing is that whenever you just get ready, because you're gonna need another period of time to recover yourself.
I don't need the jaw to be healed because you're not gonna touch me, bro. You MMA fighters are.
So, I mean, Jake Paul takes damage in his fights. For him to say he's not gonna touch him is a little bit of a stretch, but let's continue.
All trash.
If you want me to not touch your jaw, what the fuck you talking about? Like, listen.
He has beat some of the best in the sport. Anderson Silva, arguably one of the greatest MMA fighters and MMA strikers of all time. Although over the hill has taken, some injuries in past years, Jake Paul did beat him.
We can spar whenever you want.
You're 5'6". You can't even ride roller coasters, brother.
Probably. Look at me on my face. I'm gonna give you a combo that I'm gonna put you on the height of my balls, and you are gonna be on your fucking knees. And we are talking about boxing, because if you really go into a men's fight and we do a full fight.
Oh, we can do that too.
Bro.
Okay, so I like how Ilia went back. He wants to talk about MMA because I firmly believe Ilia would kill Jake Paul in MMA.
Don't talk about that. You are just like bam for me. We can fight.
Everyone in your sport thinks they have hands. And
listen.
I'm
I'm gonna tell you something. When we fight in the UFC, we clean. We don't use any steroids.
We do drug testing too. Your boss, your daddy Dana, made that up because he was pissed off that I kept on beating all the UFC fighters.
What do you mean when you say you boss your dad?
You make probably $2 million a fight, and he just paid.
You're wrong. You're wrong.
You weren't on the highest paid athletes list?
Of course. You are gonna
you
see
weren't
that.
On it.
What?
Where were you? We missed you. You get paid as much as an NFL rookie. Like, congrats.
Your value is based on perception, and
That is true. An NFL rookie gets paid about $250,000 to $500,000.
You need to sell that. I know who I am. I'm not you. I have this, my new watch, my new car. That's not my personality. That's you. I would tell you, like,
all right, that's enough of that. But now I have to give my opinion of, in MMA, obviously I'm going to keep it simple. Ilia Topuria wins. He has way more weapons. He's faster. He's going to make it look stupid. He can wrestle. He can grapple. Jake Paul, I think, would last the first round. But as the fight went on, especially if it was a 5-round fight, I think Ilia finishes in the later rounds. Jake just wouldn't be able to keep up with his footwork and his kicks and his knees and his submissions and his right. Because what, is Jake going to submit Ilia Topuria? No. Is he going to take him down? I heard he was a state champ. I don't remember as him or his brother was a state champ wrestler, but do I think he's going to take Ilia Topuria down? Absolutely not. Do I think he's going to be able to kick him better? Absolutely not. I mean, he could land a big shot, 4-ounce gloves, could knock him out, but I don't think that's happening. Now we're coming into boxing, and I'm going to give Jake respect, the respect he deserves. All right, Jake has went in there and beaten some of the best MMA fighters. I mean, Tyron Woodley, former champion. You know, Ben Askren was never a champion, but a high-level guy, mostly a wrestler. And then, you know, the biggest name I think is Anderson Silva. Now, why I say this, and Mike Perry, you know, Mike Tyson, but out of all the names, Julio Cesar was a decent win as well. 54-6. I mean, a big boxer. Like, between Anderson Silva being one of the best MMA strikers of all time, then you have Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., you know, his record 54-6 coming into that Jake Paul fight. Like, personally, I think Jake Paul beats Ilia Topuria in boxing. I mean, it should be no surprise. He's a heavyweight, light heavyweight to a heavyweight. You know, he's fought, you know, Mike Tyson at heavyweight, Anderson Silva 185. Now think of it. Do you put if Anderson Silva and Ilia Topuria fight, who's going to win? You think Ilia Topuria is going to beat Anderson Silva? Absolutely not. Come on. He's just too small. It's not a skill from a skill standpoint. I think he's very fast. He's explosive. I guess in MMA with 4-ounce gloves, you can catch anybody at any time, but just the size. I mean, there's reasons there's weight classes. I think Jake would bully Ilia around in gas mountain boxing, to be honest. Guys, tell me what you think in the comments. Does Ilia Topuria beat Jake Paul, or do you take my side and say Jake Paul beats Ilia? Tell me what you think.